was not the plan this morning.
Skin, you made me frame myself for your sin.
That is on my workout playlist. She is fantastic. Kia ora and welcome back. My name's ZoeStibi, your vocal coach for today. In today's video, we're going to do it after so many requests over on the Oscar-winning Tears live performance by RAYE. We're going to take a look at RAYE singing at the Brit Awards, Ice Cream Man, Prada, and Escapism. I say singing, but she's sitting at a piano, so I'm assuming she's doing it all.
So this producer hit me up on a DM. He told me, hey, I really like what you are doing. He told me, come round to the studio, let's cook it. He told me, come to catch a vibe and make some music. But when I got there, should have heard what he was saying. Trying to touch me, I'm not playing. I should have left that place as soon as I walked in it. How goddamn dare you do that to me, really? Coming like the ice cream man, till I felt his ice cold hands, and how I pay the price now. Damn. Said everything you did, it left me in a ruin. And no, I didn't say a word. I guess that proves that I'm a woman. Oh, yes I am. 'Cause I'm a woman of faith, a brave, strong woman. And I'll be damned if I let a man ruin how I walk, how I talk, how I do it. Man, I've been broken for a moment, I've been through it. No, it's even harder to be brave alone. I was a girl, now I'm grown, I'm a woman. A very strong woman. I wish I could say how I feel. Explain why I'm silently blaming myself. 'Cause I put on these faces, pretending I'm fine. And then I go to the bathroom and I press rewind in my head. Always going round and round in my head. Your fingerprints stuck a stain on my skin. You made me frame myself for your sin. You pathetic dead excuse of a man.
Oh my goodness me. That was not the plan this morning. I just need a tissue. Unfortunately, it just it happens far too often in the musical world, and I'm not going to get into it. It's really terrible that obviously that happens. And young women, you know, young people, we all just want to do better with our music and do better, and people prey on that. It's just so terrible. It's really horrible. I was just listening to those lyrics that, wow, I was not expecting that. Let's see if we can watch that again. I'm going to stop and start.
So this producer hit me up on a DM. He told me, hey, I really like what you are doing. He told me, come round to the studio, let's cook it. He told me, come to catch a vibe and make some music. But when I got there, should have heard what he was saying. Trying to touch me, I'm not playing. I should have left that place as soon as I walked in it. How goddamn dare you do that to me, really?
Wow. Okay, the vocal qualities that she's using. I'd say when she's singing here, da 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 da, her accent is quite dampened because we do know that she does have a little bit more twang, but we know that sometimes when we go into singing that a little bit of that natural twang comes out of our voices. Happens to me as well. I have a lot of natural twang in my spoken voice. Twang is that that you can hear coming into my voice. And some people call it endearing, some people call it really annoying, whatever. So we can bring that into our voice in order to create a louder sound, but that's not what she's doing. She's taken it out to create a softer sort of sound. Her connection to these lyrics is just, she's there with every moment. It's so important to connect with your lyrics.
Damn dare you do that to me, really? Coming like the ice cream man, till I felt his ice cold hands, and how I pay the price now. Damn. Said everything you did, it left me in a ruin. And no, I didn't say a word. I guess that proves that I'm a woman. Oh, yes I am. 'Cause I'm a woman of faith, brave, strong woman. And I'll be damned if I let a man ruin how I walk, how I talk, how I do it. Man, I've been broken for a moment, I've been through it, no. It's even harder to be brave alone. I was a girl, now I'm grown, I'm a woman.
Oh, her lyrics are just so beautiful. Terrible topic, but really, really, really well written. You can hear da 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 da. A little bit of what we call an Estor voice training sob quality, slightly lowered larynx. There's really no twang in there. Very, very thin vocal folds. Check out my vocal exercise in the description below. It's here on YouTube, where I go exactly into an exercise where you can create that sound, that really, really cry sound. Very thin, very quiet, but no air in there.
I could say how I feel. Explain why I'm silently blaming myself. 'Cause I put on these faces, pretending I'm fine. And then I go to the bathroom and I press rewind in my head. Always going round and round in my head. Your fingerprints stuck a stain on my skin. You made me frame myself for your sin. You pathetic dead excuse of a man.
That was beautiful. You hear as well that, I mean, I'm sure everything is very, very thought out here, but did you hear how she was very pathetic excuse of a man, or whatever the note was. She used that breath in order to create punctuation in her song and in those lyrics. And that's a great rap technique, but it's also a great way that you can, if you need to take more breath, and take on more breath with your singing. And that little bit of a breath in is not only that like sorrow, but it's also creating more of that kind of, if we are crying, we do have those short, sharp, quite audible breaths as the larynx, or not even the larynx, the area above the larynx is tightening a little bit there. She looks amazing as well. That's incredible.
Feel like I'm in Prince's house, purple paint all on the walls, sitting down on this fancy couch and I can't see straight, I'ma stay, 22, I'm in Paris, baby, got strippers in my face, roll up in a Bentley, I'm Christian, I'm Fendi, I'm a
I know Prada. That is on my workout playlist. I know that song. Hot strappers, tits in my face. Oh my God, I fucking love that song. Yeah, absolutely love it. Okay, she was doing so much with her voice there. So when you kind of go into more of that operatic quality, it's actually going, you can kind of, you don't hear yourself as well. It's a bit weird because you're sort of elongating, sometimes dropping the back of the jaw. The inner ears can get a little bit uncomfortable. And it can sometimes feel like you're creating quite a lot of pressure in your ears. So maybe that's why she was touching her ears. I'm not really too sure. But when we're going into more of this more operatic quality, we'll watch that again. Watch her mouth shape, because we go, I've not warmed up to sing that high.
I'm in Prince's house, purple paint all on the walls, sitting down on this fancy couch and I can't see straight, I'ma stay, 22, I'm in Paris, baby, got strippers in my face, roll up in a Bentley, I'm Christian, I'm Fendi, I'm a
There's a whole bunch of other stuff going on when we're thinking about opera as well. It wasn't really like a full-on opera sound, but it was like a little hint of at opera, a little bit of a lowering the larynx there. The soft palate is going up, but I love the changes. Cross-training is so important when it comes to singing. Like, really play around with the sounds. Flexible larynx is probably my number one takeaway that I'd say for you.
In a position. The man that I love sat me down last night and he told me that it's over. And I don't want to feel how my heart is ripping. In fact, I don't want to feel, so I stick to sipping. And I'm out on a town with a simple mission in my little black dress, and it's just a heart rule. I heal 6-inch in the back of the nightclub sipping champagne. I don't trust anybody. In the back of the taxi sniffing oil, drunk calls, drunk texts, drunk tears, drunk sex. I was looking for a man. Back to the intro, back to the bar, to the Bentley, to the hotel, to my old ways. 'Cause I don't wanna feel how I did last night. Said I don't wanna feel, how I did last night.
What is happening here? She is fantastic. I'm speechless. I don't even know if I give a shit about her like vocal technique. This is incredible. There's just so much going on. I feel like Elizabeth over the charismatic voice would have like a field day at this one, wouldn't she? I love her channel, by the way. I feel like she'd just be like going, she'd be talking so much about all these like little fine intricacies in the music, because her and musical analysis is just like another level. I'm just like gobsmacked. Oh, I'm just gobsmacked. Oh my God, where can we even go? Guys, this is terrible. I mean, look, I don't know RAYE enough, and I'm really loving that she's definitely an artist that feels like she has loads of different stylistic things that she's bringing into her sound, and I'm absolutely here for this. It's very overwhelming for my brain. But you've got a little bit of the jazz that came in there at the beginning. I'm a bit confused because I don't know the songs enough where she's like going with the songs. I feel like it's choppy and changey, but if you know her music, you'd be like here for it. And I don't quite know where she's come back into. Let's just go back on this. This was so lovely. She changed into, did you notice when she went into that jazzy sound? She changed into quite a light sound, quite thin vocal fold. There. But when she go, I want to hear my ba-ba-doo-boo-boo-doo. Thinner vocal folds. You've got the mouth shapes changing there. That's going to create that sort of, and it's a little bit more like a trumpet. It's going to create that brassier type of sound. When you've got that little bit of vibrato coming in there, really, really cool jazz effect. It's adding a little bit more attention to that last little word, bit of a stress. And I love to use vibrato as more of a coloring technique rather than a must-have. And you notice that she brings it in at the right moment and not all the time, like blanket throughout the song.
A little context if you care to listen. I found myself in a position. The man that I love sat me down last night and he told me that it's over. And I don't wanna feel how my heart is ripping. In fact, I don't wanna feel, so I stick to sipping. And I'm out on a town with a simple mission in my little black dress, and it's just a heart roll. I use 6-inch in the back of the nightclub, sipping champagne. I don't trust anyone. In the back of the taxi, sniffing all drunk calls, drunk texts, drunk tears, drunk sex. I was looking for a man. Saying I was back to the intro, back to the bar, to the back leaves, to the hotel, to my always. Cause I don't wanna feel how I did last night. Said I don't wanna feel, yeah, how I did last night. Anything, please, have mercy on me. You're asking me my symptoms, doctor. I don't wanna feel. Said I don't wanna feel how I did last night. I don't wanna feel how I did last night. How I did last. How I did last. Yeah, yeah, hey.
Oh, that makes me so happy for her. I don't even know her, and I just really think that she's just, oh man. So when she went up for that, let's just go back to that, because when she went up for that belt right at the end, you saw she leant a little bit further forward. Now, a lot of students sort of say to me, hey, Zoe, like, do I have to stand or sit or whatever to belt and just things like that? How can she do it when she's like leaning forward? Look, I don't want anyone to sort of think like, why can she do it and you can't? You can belt in any position. It's really about the setup here. And also as she's going down, when you're doing that forward bend, you probably see that around here as well on the interwebs, that people get you to move around. I do this as well in my videos sometimes, where I get students to move around in order to create that more belted sound. It creates a bit of freedom. It's a little bit of tricking your brain to thinking that you're doing something else so that you don't focus on the belting, but it's also a little bit about using the muscles in like the deeper abdominal muscles and also the big muscles in the back of the head and the neck and the upper chest region in order to just support the sound. So I don't want you going to, you notice that she went, and she opened her mouth a little bit more open, a bit more of a trumpet shape, helping with that belt sound, tongue behind the bottom teeth. Really, when it comes to Ray's sound, I think there's just like, we're just gonna have a look at more of her stuff, right? Like, I feel like we're not gonna be able to do that in one, even though it's, you know, it's a really long video. She's an incredible singer. How am I gonna edit this? Anyway, I'm gonna enjoy watching that again. So if you've enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button so that we can geek out about vocal technique together. And I'll see you around here next time. Have a look at Raye performing Oscar-winning Tears, as well as my breathing for pop singing down here. Have an awesome rest day and happy singing. Ka kite anō.